What's up, YouTube? As you guys know, this year I am going to tell a little bit about maybe a tip, an idea, a story, something that goes on that I think might be important or just kind of funny to hear. So, start off this video, this is kind of a funny thing, but it's always good to have a quarantine tank. And it's funny because I've been in this hobby for probably 8 years now. And, you would think that, like, I would forget to have a quarantine tank, or I would think of something of that sort. It's not a big deal for me, but I'll go ahead and show you guys in this video what I mean. But basically what a quarantine tank is, for you guys that don't know what a quarantine tank is that's how you get a nice 55-gallon tank set up. Super nice. Everything's perfect in that tank, but yet you want to add 1 or 2 fish. Maybe a big fish, or a small fish, or maybe a little group of small fish. What a quarantine tank is when you buy stores from Petco, PetSmart, maybe your local pet store, sometimes it happens. Sometimes they carry diseases, parasites, things of that sort. And let's say you had to plant a tank, or you have a tank where you can't put medicine in. A quarantine tank is just a bare-bottom tank with a filter that's cycled. And you just do water changes for about, I'd say 2 weeks would be pretty good. Any more than 2 weeks I think would be overkill, but that's just me. And basically what you do is you put them in there and you make sure everything goes well with your fish, the new fish, and then you transfer them over to your established healthy tank just to make sure, that they don't have anything and they can't kill your fish. So I'm going to tell you a funny story and I'm going to show you guys my tanks and what happened. Like I was saying, quarantine tank. I did not put the 4 new guppies that I got in a quarantine tank. I didn't think I needed to. They looked healthy. I checked all the other fish in the store to make sure they were healthy, and they were not healthy. I lost one of the cool black males that I had in there, and I lost 2 females, and it was some sort of parasite they had, or have. I'm not sure it's still in here. So, I'm just going to leave these in here and let them be and not do anything. I still haven't done my water changes, but I figured to go ahead and throw this video out before I forget and not make them, update type thing. So that would be my advice. I personally don't care. They're just guppies. There's nothing too special about these little guys. And I still have a male tank, and there's a pregnant cherry shrimp. And it's just kind of cool to see the cherry shrimp be super preggo. There's tons of them in there. So, I'm going to do a water change to this tank, so it'll definitely open up and look a lot nicer. And I always change out my lighting back and forth like this, just because it equals out the amount of light that it gets. And you guys can see it makes a difference. So I just switch it back and forth every week. It's not a super big deal, and they know I'm getting ready to feed them. So, but that's what happened. Not too super upset about it. Like I said, I'm glad it was just guppies. And like I said, I was just, they're just guppies that I'm just messing around with, nothing too serious. So, this is on a timer. It's still kind of green, as you guys can see, but it's a lot better green. Like I can actually see and look in there, and it's not too terribly bad. So I'm kind of happy with this. Actually, it's slowly starting to come together. Let me show you guys the other one. I put this by the window, and it's just a Java Moss tank. A friend of mine that had a 55-gallon, said he was going to make a YouTube channel. I went over there, gave him a couple plants, and he, in exchange, kind of gave me some cash and was like, hey man, I don't have a lot of money, but I was just like, it's fine, it's not a big deal, it's Java Moss. So he calls me like 6 months later and was like, hey, come pick up a bunch of Java Moss. So I picked up a bunch of Java Moss from him. And he's like, hey, do you mind if we trade out some plants? Because I'm tired of Java Moss. So he's kind of upgrading his plants and doing his own thing, but I bought one of these big hoods, and I would recommend the smaller ones, the 6-inch to 8-inch, I want to say, ones versus the big ones. I thought the big ones would cover more space, but they don't. But it's kind of by the window, so it's one of those. I technically don't even need the light for a Java Moss tank. So, and it's obviously, I don't care about this tank too much. There's a bunch of other random plants in there that I need to clean out and all sorts of stuff. So, let me show you guys the other tank. This tank is slowly coming along. Slowly but surely it's coming along. I'm starting to really like how it's coming along. As I'm learning more about plants, obviously everyone can sit there and say, oh, I know about plants, I can grow them. But here's the thing, you can grow plants, but that doesn't mean you might like how the plant grows in your water. From what I've learned, different water perimeters grow different, like the plant grows differently. So, you know, you might be able to grow ferns like crazy, but you cannot grow Liguigia like me. Or you can grow Liguigia and I can grow ferns all day. And it's all in the water, and I know people are going to be like, oh, GH, KH, all that crap. You know, the difference of softness and hardness of the water, and it's also the difference of temperature. Temperature also makes a difference, the lighting makes a difference, substrate makes a difference. Every little thing makes a difference, and people, I think, sometimes forget to think that. So, you know, you can have your perfect tank, you just kind of have to mess with it. For me, I'm very low maintenance, I don't care. It's not that I don't care, it's just one of those, I don't want to have to do a lot with it. I want to walk by and be like, man, look at that angelfish. But look at all the plants, it looks badass. You know, that's what I want to do. I don't want to be like, oh, it's not perfect, let me dose it with this, and this kind of fert. So I'm a very relaxed person as far as that's concerned. You know, I want to be able to try plants and see what I liked. And what I've tried that I've personally liked, I really like the red plants. I'm not going to let the red plant get any taller than that. I think the tallest one, obviously. I think it looks awesome at that height. Actually, that height's almost perfect right there. And just kind of leave it at that. I like the Rotella. I think it's Rotella. I'm not a fan of the Liguigia. I don't like how Liguigia just kind of grows in all retarded patterns. That's just me. Hygrophila, I really like. It's called Hygrophila Augusta. It's right here. Wait, right here, sorry. And then right there. It's really cool. It's kind of like a leafy type plant. I really like it, but it's kind of like a tree looking thing. Really like it. So, you know, that's what I like. I'm going to keep trying other plants. You know what I've noticed is there's not a lot of foreground plants that look different. So I'm going to keep looking to see what I can find because I don't like anything that I've found so far. Dwarf hairgrass, I tried it and I couldn't grow it in one of my tanks, but I'll try it again. That was my fault because obviously I didn't know what I was doing. I'm just going to try different plants. It's really the best way. This is my male guppy tank. And there's quite a bit of males in there. There's probably at least, let's say maybe 10 males. So, you know, I still have that purple male, black male in there, which I can easily pop out and toss them in with a couple females, and everything will be okay. And honestly, this tank's just a disaster. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it other than fill it up, do water changes. Other than that, I have no idea what I'm going to do. I don't know if I should just keep putting male guppies in there, maybe toss in a different type of shrimp, which might be something I end up doing. But so far it's just a male guppy tank, and it looks kind of cool, honestly. I wish I had some blues in there. So, yeah. Cell tank. Here's the cell tank. My iPad actually is full of space, so I had to edit this video, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys really like this, but you know, I just wanted to give you guys a good view of like how nice these plants look in here. I mean, it's pretty insane how they look. Like, Liguigia even looks badass. I just did a water change and, you know, pretty excited about it. So, I do sell the aquarium plants in here. I think I'm ready to just sell another 5 of these. I think they're good to go. So, I will definitely be posting a video on these when I get ready to sell them. I usually sell them for 5, usually sell 5 of them at a time, so it clears up this whole little chunk right here, usually. So, and I usually toss in some extras and things of that sort, so. But yeah, I really like this tank. I think, honestly, I should probably put a heater in there and put some sort of fish in there or something. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore with my tanks. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, questions, comments, feel free. Like always,